signed in. I'm going to put that in the chat one more time. There's a sign-in sheet one more time. And I'm going to start with my first share out because this is something that I just learned. So I'm still learning things about Kami, which is kind of cool because I thought I already knew everything there was to know about it. As you can see, it may look different from yours. I learned that there is a dark mode. And if anyone knows me, I like a little bit things in the dark side. So if you want the dark mode on, and this also has it when you're in Kami. So let's say I'm just going to go to blank one. If I go to a blank, it's going to show, instead of white on the background, you're going to have that dark. So it kind of brings out your paper a little bit more. I like that a little bit better. Just my eyes like it better. So if you want that, let's go right back to here. You go over here to the menu. And nope, I was wrong. You go to your name right here where it says dark mode and you just toggle that on. And that's where it was at. So a pretty neat little share out there. Is there anyone else that has learned anything on Kami or they've created something that they want to share that they're excited about? Go ahead and unmute yourself or put in the chat and I'll let you have the floor. So like I said, this is a share and a Q&A with Kami. So I'm not really like going over how to use it anymore. This is us to kind of get together to share things that we've done. Oh, come on, there's 43 of us. Don't be shy.
Hey, Anita, do we need a sign in?
Yes, I'll put it in the chat one more time.
Thank you.
And there you go, ma'am.
Anita, how do you make the screen bigger? It comes out really small. How do I enlarge it so that I can record myself?
The screen in Kami?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go back to our blank page here. So when you're recording yourself and you're using these comment tools, your video is going to stay kind of small on the side to the students, but whenever they open it, they have the option of making it full screen. So like any video, even if it's like this YouTube video, whoops, I didn't mean it. They have the little screen where they can, let me go ahead and record something. So let's say I'm recording my entire screen and I record for a few seconds and I'm done. They have this little enlargement tool where they can see everything larger. So it takes up the entire screen of what I just recorded. Of course, it's going to show me picking everything that I did, but that's that little button right there so that your students can see you larger. Are you wanting yourself to be bigger in this video right here, like this little small part?
Yes, so that I can see that everything is being shown on the video for the kids.
Whenever you're, let's see. So when you're recording, let me see if we can adjust. We can adjust it, but I don't think. So just grabbing the corners, I think it'll stay as big as you make it. So let's go ahead and make it so it only goes up to that big, and then you can do your writing or your drawing, whatever you need to do on the screen. Say hi, kids, and let's say we're finished. We're gonna play that back. So it does stay however big you create it to be in the video.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. So just pulling those corners. So that's a good question. I haven't played with it, how big the video is. So I'm learning as you guys learn. I've always just left it little tiny me in the corner. So there's that. Any other share outs or questions? I know some of you have made some really amazing lessons, so don't be shy to share those if you're wanting to share those with other teachers. Some of you have put them in the bank, but others have not. And if you want to go ahead and share your screen, I can stop presenting so that you can share your screen with us. Show us what you've made or how you did it. If it's something that you should be proud of. It's your work, and that way other teachers can kind of get some ideas going on how to use it in their classroom. We would really love to see that.
I have a question.
Sure.
So my name is Liz, and I'm taking over the long-term PE sub position at Monterey. I made like a little get to know me thing in Kami, and I'm having a hard time figuring out how to share that so I can put it on the LAMP menu.
All right. So when you create, let's say this is ready, and I've put my videos in. I've put everything I'm ready to put in. I'm going to hit this save button, and I'm going to go ahead and upload it to my Google Drive. And what that does is it creates a Kami export. It's probably a good idea to rename this because it's going to make it easier to find it instead of blank. But when I go to my Google Drive, I go to my Kami uploads. We'll see. So here it is right here. It's just blank. But I know that that's where it is. When it's in Google Drive, it's in this PDF form. And when I go to my Google Classroom, are you putting it in Google Classroom yourself or the other teacher? Because I know it's different for everybody.
So I would just be adding it to the LAMP menu, and then the teachers will put the LAMP menu in their own. So I don't have a classroom.
Okay, so you're just going to be grabbing the link. So you're going to go right click on it. You're going to go to get link, change this to Carlsbad Municipal Schools.
Okay.
And go ahead and copy that link right there.
Okay.
I've had some teachers still not able to, and I don't know if I might have thrown it away. Had some issues. Let me look at my trash here. With their menu. And it was because the whole, let's take this out of the trash real quick. And I'm just going to put this link in here just as if I were going to put that in there. And I'm going to go ahead and link it. So as you can see, it kind of puts this entire thing in here. You can change that to a word like they did here. If you're adding YouTube videos, usually when it's asking this part right here, you can change it to what text you want it to be applied to, and it'll even offer you to change it to the title. So this is the title of the video instead of just having the URL. So I suggest using that. Sometimes when teachers add this to a Kami, it doesn't always want to open for some reason. So go ahead and shorten these URLs to like a single word, and you can do that just by like replace this with the title. Yes, we're going to replace it with a title, and now it's just called blank. But go ahead and do that for your kiddos so they're not just clicking this big long link. All right.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Any other questions, or I'm still wanting someone to share something? I'm really anxious to see something out there. And I start calling people like a teacher in the classroom, like, come on. Any other questions that are you're still not sure what to do on Kami? Could go back to this page. There's not a whole lot of changes. They do have this, which is different. That they're constantly making updates. So they've added this little button, and if you cannot get to it because it's in beta mode right now, then you have to go back to that home screen and change it in your settings. So if you want to be able to use this and search YouTube from within Kami, you can do that. And I'll show you how to get to there. So let's go. Let's open just a new Kami page. So from here in your settings, you'll scroll down and right here, so where it says beta features, where you're able to add media, you're going to go ahead and turn that on. And there's no save button, but once you turn that on, it will allow you to use this little feature right here. And because right now, if you click on it, it might say to change it in your settings. And so that's kind of a nice little tool there where you can just search for it right there. I haven't tried it out, so if we look for, I don't know, think of a kid's video, kids exercise, I guess. So then it brings it up like this, and then you can kind of choose there, make sure they're something that you want, watch the video before putting it on there, and click it. Let's see if it lets me, and it does. There we go. Looks like I can put it anywhere, not just on the side. So that's pretty neat. I can make it bigger or smaller. So that is different. Kind of nice. So I just learned something new with that as well. And we'll move it around over here. I always love updates and new things because it kind of amazes me how quickly they can change things and add things that make it even better. All right. Any questions? Oh, there's something in the chat. Translating to Spanish, there's still not a feature that will translate to Spanish. You're going, oops. The tools here where it's text to speech, it doesn't translate. It will read it in Spanish or in another language if it's already translated for you. So when you see all these different languages here, it'll only read it in that language if it's already written in that language. It won't take this and then change it over to the language you need it to be in. All right, teachers. We're gonna have to try out the breakout rooms. Put you in breakout rooms to like get talking. When grading in Kami, let's see. A gray screen with a tiny box that has a sad face. It sounds like an error code. That's, let's see. I don't think I've come across that. I've had a couple teachers, and please let me know because I'm trying to get Kami to answer me. They've answered, but they want pictures or some kind of screenshots of this, which I don't know if I can get those teachers to go back and get. So I haven't seen that one. So if you can, Cheryl, take a screenshot of that when it comes across your page again And also, has anyone else had students submit work, or they say they submitted it and that all the work was on there, but on your end it's coming up blank? Great. Okay. Yeah. So send that to me. Anytime there's an issue with Kami, they're pretty quick to respond and figure out those bugs and debug the program and get it working right. But I've had a couple teachers say that it's coming up blank on their end. So they'll do all the work, and fortunately those students took a screenshot of their work before submitting because they had done it a couple times. But if you're also having that problem, please screenshot the issues and send it my way so I can forward that to Kami and they can fix those problems. How do I upload from Drive to Cavern Crusade? Like in like from Kami, like a Kami assignment, Miss Stokeham?
No, like a video.
Upload a Kami video?
Well, it'd be out of my drive.
Because I'm trying to think of the Cavern Crusade. I don't think there's very many activities where you have to upload a video.
Okay.
have
Well, there
the
was one
screenshot.
where you were doing it on the Chromebook, and it said to upload a video of your teaching or something like that.
Okay. It should just be the same as uploading like it would just be a link to as well, like just like so if I go into
Can
my
you show me-
drive,
can you show me the steps?
yeah, so you would go into your drive and let's say, like, I know all these are recordings, so they are in a video format.
Uh-huh.
Oops, I don't have any in November. We're not in November. That was picked the wrong month. What's August, September should have a bunch. So you would just right click and then just get the link and make sure that it is that shareable link, like I said, with the Carlsbad Municipal Schools, so that other people can open it and view it, and just copy that link so that others can open that link up.
Okay.
And just
then just take that-
copy paste it in. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay, so I've had another parent. I've only had a couple teachers tell me, excuse me, that the work was not showing up. So hopefully it's just real isolated problem. It's only those few, that it's not more widespread.
Anita, how do the kids go in themselves and delete the assignments off of there? Is there a way that we can not have them be able to delete the assignment?
In Kami right here?
Yes, when they're in there, they delete the assignment themselves and then they say it's not there.
Anything that's built in Kami, they can hover over it, delete it just like that, X this out just like that. Same with text that's been put on here. They can essentially just go in and erase things and X things out. If you build it, let's say you build it in Word or Slides, that's less likely to happen because they can't erase the text on there. But another way to keep this on here is to flatten the annotations. And so you would download it and then make sure this little thing is clicked on. But do that before adding the videos and audio. And so it flattens your document. and exports it. And I'm just going to say download it again. Oops, I already got that. And what it does is it makes it to where this is flattened like a kind of like a piece of paper. So when you send that out to them, it's on that format, not this one. It's the exported one. They won't be able to X this out. This won't be available to them. But if you do that when you put a video on here, it's also going to flatten the videos into like a text, and you won't be able to view the videos. So that's the only other option you have as far as that. Other students have learned when they're in class, and let me switch over to a student view here. They go and let's say they open their assignment and they go to view assignment. Oops, and and they click off here first. And now they say, oh, there was nothing there. There was nothing ever there, teacher. I don't know what you're talking about. And now they don't have an assignment there. So there's nothing to click on. There's nothing to go to because they X'd that out instead of opening the assignment. So that's
Okay. Is that assignment saved in there to where I can just upload that specific student assignments up? Because I do have one that does this
that
all
does
the
that.
time. Yes, all the time.
It's saved in your drive, so it's not saved in theirs until they actually open it. But maybe if they make a copy, I'm not sure. It says copying, but yeah, I guess I could now. That didn't used to be available, so that is kind of nice. So if you can tell them, okay, go ahead and make that copy, because usually what used to happen before is it would just be gone, and then the kids would be like, I don't know what happened to it. I didn't get that assignment. And sure you didn't.
Yeah.
Or
So
they
when
go in here and mark it as done, and they're like, I already did it. I'm like, no, you didn't even open it.
You're right. I know that's the problem that I keep having, and it's just this one student. So I'm like, okay, I'll have to figure out something to do. All right. Thank you.
Okay, I'm sorry. So that on the same subject of that, so you can't upload that assignment again for that student in that assignment box without having to create a whole new Kami assignment?
Right. So you could just go back into your class, and I don't remember what assignment that was, but if you just go assignment, and you can just pick that one student instead of
Okay.
picking all your students.
So you would have to create a whole new assignment.
Yeah, if he doesn't listen and say, okay, just go back and make a copy. Like if you can't get
Okay.
him to do that, you would surely have to just send it to him again. Then
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, these little kiddos. Yep. So those are a few ways to kind of get around those kids like getting Xing out of the things that they're not supposed to. But not too many. Like I said, they still can X out the videos even if you do flatten the annotations on here and then add your videos after. But it kind of helps with the text and images that you put on the blank paper anyways. And then they just have the videos on the side, which are a little less likely to get erased because they're not working on the page and accidentally move something or X that out. So, all right. Now that we've had a little conversation going, are we ready to share yet? Maury, can you prove that it was never opened? No, I don't think so. I don't think Google's like created anything yet that shows from the student's point of view. You can see like if it's grayed out in their classroom. So if I go back to my classroom here, so this one you can see it's been opened. This one is darker, so you can see that I haven't opened it. but that's the only thing. They do have this little to do right here, and you can see what's been assigned, what assignments are missing, and what this student has actually done and what has been turned in. But other than that, there's, for the parents, I guess you can kind of show them that little feature right here so they can kind of keep track of their kids' work, that what all has been assigned, quite a bit, what's been missing and what's done. All right. Still waiting for some shares. Come on, teachers. I'm gonna have to go into our lesson bank and just start pulling some of those really cool lessons that I've seen. Right. Let's go to my start. Let's see. So I've got to give prompts to those electives. They've really turned in quite a few, and I don't remember who turned in what, but we'll kind of take a look at some of these. So this one is Miss Thurston's, I believe. So Miss Thurston has done a lot in turning some things in. So we'll take a look at that. We'll open it with Cami here. Hopefully she doesn't mind that I'm sharing this out with the whole group of you. But you can see how cute and colorful. You can see she's added some audio in here. I love the Bitmoji classrooms. I'm kind of a fan of those. I think they bring a little bit of personalization to them. And if you see her, you can tell her she did a wonderful job. But all these that you see highlighting in yellow, you can see those are all clickable. You can go to those links. Quick Draw is a really fun artsy game that you can try out. So I'm not sure. This one just goes to her audio that probably tells the kids what to do. So good job, Miss Thurston. And we'll go back to let's check out some other ones. Let's see. Let's go to some PE ones here. Not sure what this one is. So,
Anita, I do have a question about those.
What?
About the one you have on Miss Thurston's. When
Yes.
you have those, do you stick those in your do you put them in your Google Classroom just under as an assignment and as material? I know it doesn't have to do with Cami. I guess not.
So she's an elective teacher, so I believe this probably went like on a menu or something like that. But you as a classroom teacher, you can just put it as a material if it's just for them to go in and click to different resources, things like that. If it is an assignment and you want them to actually turn in something, then go ahead and put it as an assignment. If they're opening it in Cami, you want them to like add to it or do something in Cami. You have those options, but again, I don't know if you were in that session where I said you can take away those Cami tools from students when you assign a Cami assignment to them. And so you can limit the tools that they do have. So if your assignment is you only want them to draw on it, you could take away all the tools except for the drawing tool.
Okay. No, it's because I had one in my Google Classroom, and it was with the slide itself, and it was one of the first ones we did was Camilla. I don't know, something about Camilla with the spots. I can't remember what the spot book is called right at this moment. Sorry. But I did have one of those in there, an assignment in there at the beginning of the year. And my parents and my students said that Google Slides was just horrible. They did not like using it. So I just
Okay.
didn't know.
So you're having them open it in Google Slides and like use Google Slides
Yes.
to work on the assignment. Yeah, and I would
Instead
say
of
like for
using
maybe
that one.
second grade, it is a little bit more advanced than what they probably should or could use, you know.
Mhm.
So if you as a teacher build a lot of it in slides and then send it as a Kami assignment and only have them maybe add some images to it or something like that, they can kind of build on those skills
Okay.
through Kami and not have so much, because Slides has so many on that menu bar that you can't take away. You know, it's just and it is smaller. You know, it's harder to view
Okay.
and manipulate those things. So that would be maybe a better option to do it that way.
Okay, that's good to know. Thank you.
Miss Granger, did you still want me to get back to the to-do on the Google Classroom? I just barely saw that message. And go back to that one. So the to-do is in the little hamburger menu, and you just go to the to-do right here. So if you're in classes, you can go here, you can go to your to-do. And that's how you get to that one. You're welcome. All right. I was sharing out. So let's see what the PE people have put in. And looks like this one was also maybe built in slides and then put in here. So pretty cute. Coach Lopez and Ms. Wang from Desert Willow. It looks like they have a lot of stuff that they can also click on. Some games, things like that. So if you're not sure how to do those, set up a meeting with me. I can walk you through how to create these through slides and then make all these images into links, and then we can open it with Kami and just add what we need to add in Kami. It looks like sometimes you don't even have to add, you know, anything extra to Kami to put it in there, but that's up to you. It does make Google, because these are Google Slides, it makes the Google slide a lot bigger. Like I was telling Miss Jessica, I can't think of your last, Martino, that, you know, for the, especially for like the younger kids, Google Slides ends up being like this little bitty blank paper that they have to work with, and it has all these other slides on the side. So it's just very busy and it's very hard to manipulate for those younger kids. And so maybe doing it this way is just a lot, it's a lot easier. The toolbar is easy to use in Kami. And so we'll just can work on those if you ever need to do that. And I don't think I have any other questions so far. We keep looking at different examples all day long, but I was really hoping to, some of my participants would be like, hey, check out what I made, and I really want to share this, but you guys are just not really into sharing this morning. So hopefully you'll maybe put some more in the bank or share with your teams that you work with. I don't know if you are doing that. You probably are. And that's all I have. Unless you have questions, I will be around. I'll stick around in here for questions and answers. I can go back to the Kami if you need me to. But you guys are doing an awesome job, and thank you for joining me this morning.
Thanks, Anita. Have a good day.
Thanks.
Thank you, Anita. Anita, can I stay with you for 1 minute?
Of course, sure.
Thank you,
Thank
Anita.
you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.